He's reading the golf magazine. Hey, Ricky, put the
Oh,
magazine down.
hey, no,
Go
like
get a go
this
get a
I've never
haircut.
seen this magazine golfer. I do need a haircut. As a matter of fact, I text my beautician this morning and I said, hey, when are you
You
available?
really just say beautician? First of all, you need to unbutton that top button on your shirt and quit
Okay,
calling him a beautician.
okay. Which one do you want to talk about first? Because yes, I have a beautician, and two, I'm not unbuttoning the top button on my shirt. That's why there's a button there. So if you've got one, you should button it.
Why don't we just talk to Chad and we'll just skip all this?
Yeah, no kidding. Let's stop the banter. Hey, so we're back for another episode of the Friday Foursome. As always, Jason just got here. I don't know what he was doing, out for a late lunch or something. From Shop Junior Golf, we got Les Bailey from Pro Golf Now, and this is kind of a random little awesome Friday Foursome we have, because yesterday, and like maybe 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the guest that we were supposed to have canceled. No big deal. And I posted in the community and I said, hey, anybody interested in last minute notice? And Chad Longworth stepped up and was like, hey, let's do it for the good old boys golf. And I was like, awesome. We start a few minutes early. Les and Chad start talking. Of course, Les knows where Chad's from. Well, this time it's because Les basically lives there. So Les lives like 10 minutes from Chad, which I think is just awesome. So, Les, I give it up to you for having known every single location anyone on the Friday Foursome has ever lived and or visited, and now you're connected. And I want you two to show up at a golf course and play 18 holes together. You're that close, you have no excuses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no doubt, man.
So the guest today, Chad Longworth, I am just pumped about this because the stuff that they've got going on with their shirts and the lifestyle stuff that they're posting on their website, like I'm just pumped to learn more about him and more about his obsession with shirts. And this has nothing to do with golf, but we've got a baseball connection that we're going to talk about. But I'm going to let Chad introduce himself and tell the community a little bit more about who he is and what he does. So Chad, welcome to the Friday Foursome, buddy.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me on. Like you said, my name's Chad Longworth. I'm the founder, I guess, me and a couple of my buddies of Good Old Boys Golf. Hopefully soon to be a big T-shirt brand, but now a small growing T-shirt brand. Just trying to do some cool stuff for young golfers, old golfers, just people who love golf. I guess if you read our bio or read anything about us, we're just kind of a bunch of laid-back guys that like to go out and golf and love golf. And like we were talking earlier about, I don't really keep score or my handicap or anything like that. We just like to golf. We just like to go out, talk, golf, hit some balls, whatever, and make fun of each other, basically.
That's awesome. Well, okay, so then is that the connection to the Good Old Boys Golf Club? Because if that's not a real golf club, it needs to be. Because I love that.
It needs to be. That is that. Les may know this, may know where this place is, but that picture that is on our site is an actual place. It's not called the Good Old Boys Golf Club. We kind of did some Photoshop on it. But that golf cart, that three-wheel golf cart, and that sign is an actual place called Dan Hall Mountain Resorts in Coburn, Virginia.
You stole one of my questions. That was one of my questions. Was where did you find that golf cart?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from here. It's actually on my way to the babysitter's house that I take my kids to, and I said I have got to stop and get a picture of that to put on the site, because that is us. Yep.
In Coburn. Yeah.
Yep. You know where that is.
I don't know where that is, but that golf cart is awesome.
You never need to come here, and that golf cart is awesome. That golf cart is awesome.
Okay, you twisted my arm.
Yeah, I'll come to you, and we'll play.
Yeah, so I'm gonna step on Jason's toes and ask a second question. Now, you used to live in Scottsdale. Now, tell me about why, because that's a totally separate side that has nothing to do with golf, but it's a sport, so it's somewhat related. So baseball.
Yeah, three off seasons. I lived in Scottsdale and worked out at what was formerly Athletes Performance, which is now I think Exos. They changed the name of it. Mark Verstegen, the founder and guy out there, just playing professional baseball, trying to be a better athlete. That place, I think they trained like 69 draft picks in the NFL draft this year. I mean, that's kind of the place to be for athletes. They've got great stuff going on. It was kind of in the beginning then. I am a little bit older now, so that was probably 10 years ago. But yeah, lived in Scottsdale in the months of December, January, February, which, as you can imagine, are way better in Scottsdale than in Virginia.
Well, it gets to like mid-70s in December.
Yeah, it's tough. You're struggling out there.
It's barely 70 today here.
Yeah. It's June. I got a sweatshirt on.
Jason, what's the temperature where you come from?
What was that?
What's the temperature where you come from? How hot is it in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, so well, today it's actually nice. It's like 90s today, but yeah, we get the 110s here, but here it's humidity, not dry heat like it is where you're at.
Where is that? Where
I'm in Dallas, just outside of
Dallas.
Dallas.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. You ever come this way?
No, I was thinking maybe you were in Florida, which my sister works at the University of Florida, so I thought maybe you were down there. But
Well, here you got to do me a favor.
Same story. It's hot down there too.
Yeah, you got to do me a favor when you meet Les. You got to slap him for still having that Cowboys thing.
Well,
up
we
in the
need
background over
to
there.
play golf soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
no kidding. You can't. There are no excuses, Les. If you're not going to
Yes.
drive out here,
Yes, and I guess that's kind of a knock on our marketing that somebody 10 minutes from here didn't really know about it yet.
yeah,
Which,
that's
if he's
on
not
you.
on, again,
Not
if he's not on the social media, then we don't do much local advertising just yet.
Well, here I'll
population's
lead
like
into
5.
one of my first questions.
Go, Jason.
So tell me about the Shopify competition. I saw that on your website, and I thought now would be a good time to explain what the Shopify competition is and what kind of an impact it could have on your business if you win.
Oh, it would be. I don't know if you're familiar with Shopify platform, but in doing some research and how we're going to launch the brand and what platform, because there's a lot of e-commerce platforms out there.
I'm a Magento developer. How's that?
I've seen it. I don't know much about it, but I've seen it, and we chose Shopify, and they do this build a business competition every year, and we're in it, and it looks to me like we're the only golf brand in it, so hopefully we're using the golf community to kind of help us propel and build the business. The grand prize is $50,000, and you get to meet with your mentor, which is Damon John. From Shark Tank, who is the founder of FUBU. I don't know if you know him. He's kind of the retail and apparel mentor. So, as a guide and a lead in the industry, that would be awesome. Even in the golf industry, we're just kind of trying to be. And I'm not a tremendously fashionable guy, so any kind of fashion advice I could get from any area would be awesome.
So what can the golf community do to help you in that quest?
Just being on here, being the exposure, just people out, getting people out there, getting people to the site. Hopefully, the response is good. We listen. If anybody's got any fashion ideas or T-shirt ideas, we are an open book.
I have a fashion idea.
Okay.
When you have a golf shirt on, button
3 buttons
all the way to the top.
3 buttons all the way to the top. Something that Bubba would be proud of.
Yeah.
Well, I have a. I just wanted to preface my statement with, or my question was, I really liked your statement on your website that says we have a tremendous respect for the game, but oftentimes find the entitlement of it taxing.
Yes.
Yes. That leads me into my question, and the question is the collared golf shirt requirement at golf courses on its way out?
Well, we can only hope. To me, it doesn't matter. Like we were talking earlier, I can be a grown up if I have to be. And with the materials in golf shirts now, they're not all that uncomfortable. They're not heavy or all that, but just just some of the entitlement of country clubs sometimes is a little exhausting. But hopefully we are coming of age, and we're gonna loosen up a little, man.
I don't know.
Being from Wise, I'm surprised you're not in camo gear today, man.
What's
up?
Kidding, right? No kidding. I'm trying to maybe blend in with a beard or something. I actually got my haircut.
You need to be a brewer if you're gonna have a beard. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. It's cold here like all year, so you gotta dress the part.
So I wonder if the boys over at Sligo, who just became the official golf apparel provider for the Google Plus golf community, have T-shirts, and if they don't, maybe I can make the good old boys the official T-shirt and jeans provider.
Yes.
Of the
Yes.
golf
If you like
community.
blue jeans and you like to wear a T-shirt away from the golf course too, which is kind of how we brand ourselves. Like every golf company's trying to do a polo, but nobody's really doing just T-shirts that you would wear anywhere, anywhere with your friends or whatever. I'm not wearing a Puma polo or whatever kind of polo to dinner or whatever. I'm just going to throw a nice T-shirt though. You get into these, again, the fashion industry now, you've got these designer, style T-shirts, and we're kind of going to that. We kind of had some input on hey, I think you need to do this with your T-shirts to give it a little better feel. And so we've done some research and gotten some new soft cotton stuff. It's really awesome, really awesome.
Jason.
I think your products would go great on a junior golf site because kids most of the time do not like wearing the colored shirts.
Yeah, like younger people, man. That's kind of who we're after, and I know the market is definitely smaller with younger people, but you know, younger people definitely, younger people that play golf and younger people that want to golf, definitely. We're trying to just something you can wear. You know, younger people, junior golfers, something you wear to school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Leave it to Jason to drop a line about his junior products.
There you go.
Hashtag placement.
There you go.
Yeah, hashtag placement, right? So I gotta ask, did you have any pros wearing your gear, or have you guys talked about that?
I don't know. We were talking about
There's no collars on it.
Yeah, well, we got in early. Somehow we got in early via Twitter with John Daly. We get tweeting back and forth with John Daly, so we've sent John Daly some stuff.
Nice.
We sent Jamie Sadlowski some stuff. We just recently sent Matt Janella some stuff.
Send Tiger a shirt. I think I'm just.
Yeah, I wonder how he would feel about that. I wonder how he would feel about that.
Tiger,
Actually, I don't know if you follow us on the social media. We put the Duffner. We put the Duffner picture of the day, just like a goofy guy that is really good on Twitter. If you're not following him,
yeah, he is.
That's that's the kind. I'm
have
sure
you reached out to him? Do you have a relationship with Jason?
No, we
Thanks,
don't have any
sir, Ricky.
Hey, that's all right. Les, you feel
it
like
would be cool if we did.
Les, I know that I just stole your next question, but next question.
That's all right. That's all right. My next question was obvious. I looked at your website and I was expecting, when is the camo gear coming?
You know, we were first pitching ideas, and we were kind of planning the future of the brand. You know, we're going to do T-shirts, and I think the next release we're going to come out with some hats. We're going to do a flat bill, and we're going to do some mesh back stuff, and I got to do a bucket because that's my favorite hat. And we're going to do some different hats. But a camo line of polos was actually thrown out in some performance fabric. It was actually thrown out and may come along. It may come along. I don't know when.
You could sell a bunch of them at Walmart up here, you know.
Yeah, there is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. You
could sell a bunch of them at Walmart anywhere.
Yes.
So, how many shirts do you have in your line? Like, so I mean, I know on your website you have stuff like that. I mean, do you have
there are 11 or 12. I can't remember exactly. I think there's 11.
A follow-up to that, what is your most popular shirt?
Definitely the Augusta, which I told you there was a funny story about it. You know, I kind of did some designs and kind of want to tiptoe. Don't want to step on Augusta Nationals. Definitely don't want to step on their toes or the Masters or anything else. So we were just kind of thinking about something we could do to kind of just honor the tournament and the club, and simple and in a comfortable T-shirt. So we just put Augusta on a shirt with the year that it was founded, 1933. We did a design, sent it to our design people, got the design, got the shirts back, and it was completely wrong. And I was so mad because it was on like the day of we were going to put it on the site. I was like,
did they spell Augusta wrong? Because that was
no. The font and everything was wrong on it, and then left some stuff out. And I was so mad. I just put it on there. You never know, somebody might like it. You know, at this time we weren't doing an abundance of sales anyway. So we put it up and around the Masters tournament, and it took off. I don't know if you're on the site now, you can look. It's got like over 1,000 likes. You know, it's got the little social buttons on the bottom. It's got over 1,000 likes on the shirt, and we've sold. That's been our biggest, and that's kind of launched us, like we were talking about earlier, into a full-time job. Really, I mean, it's you know, selling, promoting, social media, you know, packaging, shipping, better website functionality, just, you know, just trying to do things better, really.
That's awesome.
Jason, I know you had a question about social media.
I did. So you guys seem to be really active on many of the social media avenues, and what have you found is the best social avenue, and where have you seen your best results?
Well, definitely the best advertising comes from Facebook. We don't have as many followers on Facebook, but Facebook's advertising, the new advertising in the Facebook is really, really good. You can get really, really targeted. results and find customers. Our biggest following comes from Twitter, and our most interaction comes from Twitter with fans and things. But as far as from a sales standpoint and from an advertising standpoint, Facebook is definitely the best. And the content that you can share on Facebook is a little better. You know, Twitter's kind of just an abbreviated communication tool with customers just to stay plugged in, and you know, we do some Google Plus just to kind of keep in the community. The golf community is really the only thing that I keep up with, is, you know, as far as keeping up with stuff, and we use Instagram, which is a cool tool just to share pictures with people. And, you know, of course we just do the goofy Duffner picture of the day. We're just trying to find the goofiest pictures we can find of Jason Duffner, which funnily enough
run out of photos of him though. Like, there's
it's
gotta be
not real hard, believe it or not. And a southern southeastern conference man, so you gotta love that. And then we do a little bit of Pinterest, just because it's cool to kind of share around pictures, and you can really spread just the kind of the lifestyle of the brand, because like I said before, it's t-shirts and stuff, but you know, there is a lifestyle kind of attached to it. That
Yeah, so talk about that. Talk about the lifestyle aspect. I mean, initially I think that I look at the brand as it's apparel and it's shirts,
right.
But then the lifestyle aspect is also a major component of it. So talk about
definitely,
how they relate to
you
one
know
another.
that, and when me and my two friends, one's a pastor and one is a math teacher. When we get to go play golf together, you know, we just go out and our superintendent friend, you know, we just go out and like I said, just we're all trying to fall over and swing as hard as we can, just to try to outdrive each other, make fun of each other, laugh, have a good time. You know, it's less about the score, it's less about the handicap, and it's just really just, you know, good friends, you know, getting to be, if it's for an hour, if it's for 2 hours, just hanging out. It's just basically the place we go and hang out and you know, just go play golf. You know, it's not a thing where we're trying to post 78 and then we're, you know, putting our handicap in and figuring that out. We're not into that. Just kind of.
I don't know if
But
I
we
can
do
play golf with a
we
pastor.
do love golf, and like you said, you know, if the foot wedge applies anywhere out of the bunker or behind a tree, we certainly apply it. I don't know the last time
we
I
need to
ever
bring him on our golf trip, because I'm gonna like him. He's probably okay with the Billy putter.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go on the website, there are two anchoring reference T-shirts. There's one with an anchor on it, and then there's another one. I don't know. A couple months ago, Duffner was in Golf Digest, and he was poking at Keegan Bradley about his favorite number being 1116, the day that the anchored putter was banned. So we did a 1116 kind of a Mission Impossible font T-shirt. Yeah,
I want to
actually
buy
all
an
of us.
anchor shirt,
Actually,
and I'm
all
gonna
of
send
us.
that to Ricky for his birthday.
Yeah, all of us are anchored. All of us were at one time anchored putters. I think I've found a putter that I actually like that's not anchored. So
Oh, so
Don't
you
do it,
don't
man.
cheat.
Don't do it.
Oh, awesome.
yeah, yeah. I can't putt anyway. It wouldn't matter anyway. I mean, I'm 5 footers or gimme. You get it close enough, I'm good. I don't have to putt it out.
Now, I will say,
That's it.
Jason, if it's within a putter, not the putter grip, if it's within a putter, I'm like, no, it's good. Let's pace of play. Let's pick it up. So
Yeah, if it gets bad enough, you just hit the green, add 2 strokes, and move on. You know,
Now,
if it gets bad
speaking
enough.
of that, they had a Big Cups tournament today out at True North, and they used 8-inch cups. They had just aerated the greens, so they did this event where they had 8-inch cups. It was like the pictures they're sending me are awesome.
Yeah,
And
it is awesome.
It just
It
looks
really
so
is.
fun. Like, I feel like I could just be standing at 150 yards and be like trying to dunk it, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
definitely.
so yeah, Jason cheats when he plays.
It's not cheating yet.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
right.
to defend my man.
It's good to have somebody on the call that has my back. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's very
not
rare
cheating
that
yet.
that happens. Yeah. Les. what's
Okay,
up?
I have a question. The silhouette why a silhouette of Payne Stewart on the Legend T-shirt? By the way, I love the T-shirt and I got to have one. So
Yeah, I
Yes,
like
that was
the
actually
shirt a
the
lot,
one Peter
too.
Jacobson was about this morning that I was talking about. He got on us on Twitter about somebody had tweeted him the picture, and him and Payne were really good friends. And I don't know, man. We were tossing around some stuff to kind of really just like commit, you know, commemorate Pinehurst, stuff attached to Pinehurst. We got the shirt that's got the big number 2 on it. And then, you know, we got down about a week left, and we were still tossing ideas around. And I said, how in the world have we missed something to do with Payne Stewart? I mean, that guy. Look at the way that guy dressed. Look at the way he played. Look at the way he lived. I mean, there's not a. I mean, as far as, you know, you got guys now, Bubba, you've got Duffner, but from the last generation, I mean, he was as good old boys golf as it gets, as far as he didn't care what people thought. He didn't, you know, he was doing things his own way, and we came up with that silhouette of when he makes that putt at Pinehurst, and it's had some good response. We've actually gotten in contact with the Stewart family and been able to send them some shirts, and wanting to do some work with the Stewart Foundation on the sales of the shirts, kind of giving back to the Stewart Foundation. I mean,
his wife is awesome. I don't know if you've communicated with her.
I have not spoken to her. I spoke
awesome.
to his niece, and she was going to pass my information along to his wife. So hopefully we can get something going with her and give back to. Because, I mean, we're like I told, like the Hazel Rock. I don't know if you saw the morning drive where Janella, you know, Hazel rockets the balls on the simulator. So we called the Hazel Rocket T-shirt the Matty G.
That's awesome.
And we kind of get him on Twitter one day, and I said, oh man, I hope you're not mad. We're just kind of just a lighthearted, fun thing, and that's what I wanted. You know, the Stewart. You know, we're not trying to infringe on Payne at all. We just want to kind of commemorate him in the moment, and we want to give back to the foundation, and anything we can do on the sale of the shirt to give back would be awesome.
Good for you. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, Tiger Woods has a foundation. If you ever want to do something with
a
little bit more.
I would like to go play golf with Tiger. I would like to play golf with Tiger. Being 30 years old.
You're not allowed to play with him and not have me in your foursome. That's the rule.
Being 30 years old, I was telling
Ricky's wet dream.
Yeah, we were talking about, you know, we were kind of talking about the future of golf and young people and what Golf Digest is doing, and being 30 years old for most of my golf watching life, it has been Tiger. So I've been kind of spoiled on watching him and his career unfold. It was kind of like if you were born and you'd watched basketball through the Michael Jordan era, what happened after that? It wasn't exciting until now. There'll be somebody else come along, but hopefully somebody can pick up the flag after Tiger.
I remember the day that I fell in love with golf. I wasn't even a golfer. I was actually in, I don't know, maybe Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, at a Hallmark Ornaments convention with my mom and my grandma, and we were at a Chili's, and this golf was on TV, and there was a big tube TV in the corner, and I could barely see it, and I was like, well, why am I at an ornaments convention? And I'm watching golf, and I have no idea what I'm watching, but I see this guy hit this putt, big sweeping putt on what would come to be 17 at Sawgrass, wins his second his junior second U.S. amateur tournament, and I was just like, that moment when he made that putt and did his fist pump, I was hook, line, and sinker, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
It kind of changed it for everybody, and like we were talking earlier, you know, hopefully it will continue to evolve and change into the new kind of hipster, laid-back generation, and that's kind of hopefully where we're going to take our place in the market is for those, you know, younger people that more so like T-shirts, but more so just like to golf because it's really awesome. It's really awesome way to pass time with your friends and just hang out.
Hashtag golf is fun. I mean, really, that's a legit hashtag that I wish more people would use to find ideas that, I mean, like you're even saying, like just different formats. I mean, I was at a leadership conference earlier this week, and we had Snag. I don't know if you've ever used Snag, and if you haven't, find a course that's got it and use it. It's starting new at golf, and it's a really cool concept, and it's meant to be for juniors and adults that don't play golf and that haven't played golf. And there was 35, 40 adults out on a par 3 course playing, just having the time of our lives with this stuff, and it's like, that is fun. I don't care if you're not a golfer and you don't even like the game. That's fun. I mean, golf is fun, period.
It's very fun. It's a very, very, very fun way, and I got a kid that works for me now that helps me with the shirts and stuff. He's a former baseball player as well, and he's kind of taking his place in golf. And I said, man, when you get done playing baseball, you're going to love golf. I promise, because it's the the only fun time now that you get to hit stuff. So for former baseball players especially, the ability to still hit stuff is really awesome.
That leads me to my final question, seeing as how Ricky stole mine.
Sorry.
It's really a two-part question. Were you able to hit the curveball, and who's the best pitcher you ever faced?
No, I was not able to hit the curveball because I'm sitting here talking to you and I'm not playing tonight. I wish I was. But
was that the reason that you couldn't hit the curve?
Those guys are pretty good. People say all the time that the guys that pitch in the big leagues, like, that guy's terrible. I'm like, he is not terrible. Believe you me, he is really, really good. The best pitcher I ever faced, I don't know. I struck out twice against Andy Pettit in a rehab start one time. I don't know. I had good at bats, but he struck me out twice. I think he got frustrated with me toying around and just sent me back to the dugout. We were one game away from Roy Halladay making a rehab start one time. With the Blue Jays, we missed him by like a game, but that wouldn't have been very fun either.
I know that this is not about baseball, but I'm always so curious. Like, what's it like being on the road for half your year? I mean,
it's tough. It's tough, and the thing that I tell people all the time is the life attached to minor league baseball. Anybody that if you ever go to a minor league baseball game and you see these guys kind of plotting around and trying to make their way into the big leagues, you need to shake their hands because it's tough. Living on a bus, living in hotel rooms, living on Waffle House and late night pizza. It's tough. It's very tough,
yeah.
and taxing on. I think at the time that I was done. I mean, I was 23 or 24. I mean, I'm not sure physically if I could have gone another season. My back was in such bad shape, and
you guys work out all the time, though, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's year round. It's all day for 8 months out of the year, and then you take a month off, and then you go. In my case, I went to Arizona to train and get ready for spring training, and which was in Florida at the time. The Cleveland is now in Arizona. I don't know, Goodyear maybe, but it's tough. It's tough.
They're going to bring all the teams here. That's not soon, but a lot of teams are starting to make permanent homes here. I mean, the Cubs have, and the A's have, and the Indians, and the
it's great.
The Cubs have always been there.
I mean, yeah, but they haven't had a permanent home. Like, they haven't had a field and a facility that's dedicated to them. And a lot of
teams. It's nice out there. It's nice out there that time of year.
That time of year, it's nice out here all the time.
Yeah, I haven't been out there in the summer and when it gets hot, but they say it's not bad. It's not humid.
Yeah, I tell you, 110 is not that bad. I mean that. We're hosting. It's called the Oven 14, so it's going to be a golf outing for the Google Plus golf community, and it's going to be in July, and it's the middle of July, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to be too hot." And I'm like, "No, it's not." And the people that aren't from here or that haven't been here in the summer, they're going to see when they get here. You can play 36 in a day. And it not be that. You just got to stay hydrated. That's the biggest key. Because you don't sweat. It's weird being 110, 115, and you're not sweating.
Right. They have beer out there, right?
Yes, and there's water in beer. So thank you.
There you go. Hydration. A man gets thirsty.
Once as much beer to get the water, right?
So, Les, you're done asking questions because your last one was a two-parter. Jason, any final questions for you before we let Chad go for the afternoon?
I'm good, but Chad's got a new fan. I will say that. I'm a fan of the product. I'm a fan of the concept, and I'm glad you were able to attend the show today. So
man, I'll come on whenever you guys want. This was good. This was good. I think part of the brand is people kind of understanding, me and my friends and kind of what we do and how we do it, and we try to do that on social media, but I got to get with Les. Me and Les got to go see who can drive it the farthest.
I better not.
Take the Nike driver. Les has the Nike driver.
Before Les, Jason, I don't want to say this on air, but Les didn't like the driver, but his review will showcase that here very soon.
There you go.
Les, I need you and Chad to connect and take a picture together and post that on the community because you guys are too close not to make that a reality. So
Absolutely.
Let's put that on the priority list. I have one more question before we get to my favorite part of the Friday Foursome. How many people work with you? I mean, is this you and your buddies? Just a couple of you?
Yeah, there's probably 4 people that work. Work full time. We've got a couple of different jobs. This one has turned into basically a full time where we've had to dedicate one person just to do good old boys golf stuff like all the time, which is a nice problem to have. We're certainly not complaining, but hopefully we can hire some more people and do some good things, man. And we got some good things coming up. We got some good fall stuff. I think we've got some good stuff coming out around the British Open and around the PGA, and we'll hopefully have a Christmas, have a stocking stuffer Christmas thing that I think everybody's gonna like.
That's awesome. Well, okay, so the final part that, like I said, is my favorite part is the back 9. It's 9 random rapid-fire questions, not even necessarily golf-related. Are you ready for the back 9?
I am.
Awesome. All right, so what is your favorite shirt?
My favorite shirt is probably, I love the Breaking 100 shirt, the kind of the Breaking Bad, because I love Breaking Bad. And kind of the gold standard Breaking 100, the 100 mark. Every hacker in America is trying to break 100, so that's kind of my favorite. I can break 100, but that's my favorite shirt. I like the design. I love Breaking Bad, and I like that shirt.
Jason will one day break 100, and I hated the final episode of Breaking Bad. I thought
I didn't like it either,
but no spoilers for the people that haven't watched it. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is probably something really bright, like neon. I just like different stuff. Neon orange or yellow or Oregon Duck green, like stuff like that.
Ooh, we got an Oregon Duck here in the office. I'll let him know that, that his alma mater got mentioned here on the air.
Yeah, there you go.
Pepsi or Coke?
I don't really drink either. I drink sweet tea all the time. It's a Southern thing, man.
That is a Southern thing. What is your favorite PGA Tour major?
The Masters, definitely.
Well,
I was lucky enough to go 2 years ago, and if I could go back every year, I would.
That is awesome. Now, speaking of majors, and be very careful how you answer this question, will Tiger break Jack's record?
No.
That's too bad.
All right.
Over.
No, he will not.
Right.
We'll talk about that offline when I can show a little scruff.
The man can't putt anymore. He's got to do something different with that putter. If he can do something different with that putter, get a counterbalance or a super stroke in his hand, maybe. But he can't putt anymore.
Jason, you do not make a comment about him getting a long putter. I will fly to Dallas and smack you. Yeah. Favorite golf course?
That was the best line I've ever heard in the back 9. That was awesome.
Favorite golf quote?
Course, but that's a
course.
Good one. Either one
that I've ever played or
that you've ever played.
I've not played a lot. Probably Caledonia in Myrtle Beach. Caledonia Golf and Fish Club in Myrtle Beach. The Virginian in Bristol is really nice. Les probably knows where that is. The Virginian in Caledonia. It was 1A, 1B probably.
Okay. Favorite professional golfer, and that does not have to be PGA.
Gosh, I mean, like we were talking earlier, growing up watching Tiger, it's hard not to say Tiger.
So we'll say Tiger. Next question.
Yeah.
Chicken or steak?
Steak, probably. Either one's good. I like to eat, too. One of the favorite good old boys' pastime is eating.
Not just eating something, it's just eating.
Just eating, yes, just eating.
Awesome. And the final question, what's next for the good old boys?
Hopefully big things. Hopefully more shirts. Hopefully a hat line. Hopefully some sleeves. And I'm telling you, I'm really excited about what we're going to do for the stocking stuffer. I'm not going to say too much about it. It's different. It's cool. That's what we do. Which we're trying to do. It's just stuff that's maybe a little different and just cool stuff. And hopefully that's what we relay and what we're doing with our social media, and hopefully in our products people will see that too.
Well, if you, when are ready to release that, want to have the world exclusive release on the Google Plus Golf community, I would love to have that as something that you offer to the members of the community as just a way to say, hey, this is what's coming for your Christmas.
Yeah, I hope everybody likes the stuff. I really do. It's kind of my personality. I kind of put my personality into the stuff and put my golf game into the stuff. I have no idea what my handicap is. I can't tell you the last time I kept a score, but I play every single day at 5:30 in the morning, and I love it. There's not anything I would get out of bed in the morning to do except for golf.
That is awesome. I can't wait to tee it up with you, man. And sweet tea in hand for sure.
Yes, I'll bring it. Or Arnold Palmer, half and half. One of the two. It's my drink of choice.
That is awesome. Well, good for you. Well, Les, thank you. Jason, thank you. And Chad, man, thank you for being kind of a clutch hitter right there sitting on deck.
No problem, man. I love to come on. I love to come on.
That's great.
Anytime you guys need me.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know who our guest is next week. Jason, do you know? I don't even know.
I didn't look that far ahead.
I didn't either. Well, next week you'll be surprised, and I'll be surprised because I know who our guest is. And I was just, I haven't talked to Jesus Martinez in like forever because I don't know why we haven't. I'll text him when we get done here. But he just commented on a Topgolf post. Topgolf, which is going to be stop number 1 of the Oven 14, posted a picture of food of all things, and I was so excited about it because it looks awesome. I commented on it, and then he followed up saying that that's going to be the first thing he orders at Topgolf. So I don't know.
Yes, I'm actually trying to get a hold of Topgolf. I'd like to put some stuff. That's a cool place and concept. I've not been to one, but seen it and like it.
There's a bunch of them in Dallas, and they're a lot of fun. There's one right down the street from my office.
I think Good Old Boys Golf fits really well with Topgolf. It's a T-shirt and jeans crowd, I think.
Well, you're right, it is, and I've not been to one either. I've only toured the one here that opens at the first week of June, and it looks like golf is the last thing that it's about.
Yes.
It's about the party and the music and the food and the booze, and it's not about golf. And then, oh, wait a minute, there's golf, and then when you play golf, it's not about hitting balls into a net. It's about hitting balls to a target, and it's got gamification behind it. I mean, it's an awesome concept.
Yeah. We don't even have a Buffalo Wild Wings up here. What are you talking about, man?
There you go, man.
we got to go to Kings. We got to go to Kingsport for that.
Kingsport, Tennessee.
Well, speaking of, as Jesus Martinez, he always says make more birdies, and I will see all of you guys next week. Thank you so much for everything, Chad, and we'll talk.
No problem, guys.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Take care.
Thanks
Bye-bye.